What's up everyone, OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some awesome information for you guys on the Nintendo Switch RPG front and a bit more. But before we get into that, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, and click that notification bell to get my videos first, especially with my Nintendo Switch RPG news series. So let's go ahead and get right into it here with Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition. This game is launching this upcoming week, and it's looking pretty good. We've got some brand new comparison screenshots that the official Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers account has put out there on the internet, and it's looking pretty good. I know there was some apprehension about what quality that this remaster was going to be after the first trailer showed up, but now that we have some nice side-by-side comparisons, you can see that Square Enix actually put in some work on this remaster. The 3D models have been converted to HD. The character illustrations have been refined quite a bit. There's now a pretty cool background filter feature as well. Players can also choose right between the animation pixel font and the HD font, as well as screen resolution. So it seems like they're adding in quite a number of awesome stuff to this remaster. Now also check this out, guys. There's higher quality background music as well, and an option to turn enemy encounters on or off, so you're not constantly getting bombarded with different enemy encounters, which was an issue, I guess, back in the day. And also just for quality of life, people just want to get through the game itself. Plus, battle enhancement features to make combat easier for those who feel that it's a bit too hard, and a brand new auto battle function as well. So quite a number of different things to make it a lot more playable and make it more fun for different people, right? Based on how you like the game. So I definitely like what they're doing here. And based off of these different screenshots, it's looking pretty good. Chrono Cross is one of the most underrated PS1 JRPGs out there because it followed up a legendary act with Chrono Trigger. It's like essentially being Michael Jordan's son and trying to go into the NBA or play. There's just like no way that you're going to be able to surpass the greatness that was before you. It's just very unheard of, right? For the most part. So I think that's the reason why people necessarily didn't love Chrono Cross when it first came out. It was just so hard to follow up the greatness of Chrono Trigger. But I think that now that time has went by, this is the right time to release Chrono Cross and have all this extra content and extra effort be put into it. And then on top of that, maybe this can kind of snowball into getting Chrono Trigger to come back, because the Chrono series is fantastic. I really do like it. I like how they manipulate the time usage in there. The stories are also really good, and the combat is some of the best classic turn-based ATB style combat that's out there. Even still to this day, you can go back and play Chrono Cross on the PS1 and have quite a bit of fun with the battle system, even before all of these changes and refinements. And Chrono Trigger is still extremely playable today. Heck, I think that there's a lot of people that might say that Chrono Trigger is better than the majority of RPGs released today. So hopefully this means more for the Chrono series. This game is available on April 7th, this upcoming week, and there is a physical edition that's available for pre-order on PlayAsia. So if you want to get the physical edition, you can. It's only $40 for you to import it there, plus the shipping in terms of what you want for that. So I highly recommend at least giving Chrono Cross a chance when it launches on the Nintendo Switch. It's also on PlayStation. I think it's coming to PC as well, coming to Xbox. So it's pretty much going to be on so many different systems that you can pick it up on. So what do you guys think when it comes to Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition, some of the adjustments that they're doing to the game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, we've got a big Nintendo Switch SEGA sale going down with Atlas as well. There's quite a number of big JRPGs that you have to check out if you have not gotten these yet. These are some of the best JRPGs on the Nintendo Switch system right now at this point, so I wanted to go over them. Now this is part of a larger sale, so I'll have a link for you guys in the description. There's the Sega Ages stuff, there's all sorts of things that are on sale right now. There's Sonic as well, Team Sonic Racing. There's some great stuff on sale, but I wanted to go over some of these big RPGs that I think that you guys would be interested in that are on sale. So Persona 5 Strikers Deluxe Edition, that's usually 70 bucks. That's on sale for $34.99. Persona 5 Strikers, I think, was one of those surprising games because people thought like, oh man, it's not the normal mainline Persona, it's another warrior style game. But essentially, it's its own unique action RPG with some Warriors elements thrown in there. But it's its own game. Like, you have platforming, you have different styles of combat, you have singular encounters, and it's not just you fighting a bunch of waves of enemies like the Warrior style. It's very different. So I do like Persona 5 Strikers quite a bit when it comes down to it. Now, next up, there is another game that we definitely have to talk about, and it's actually one of my favorite RPGs on the system and one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and that's Shin Megami Tensei 5. Now, there's a digital deluxe version that's available for $84.99 regularly. That includes all the DLC, the Demi-Fiend stuff and all that. Well, you can get that for $59.49. So if you do enjoy your games digital and you haven't picked up SMT5, I highly recommend getting SMT5. It was one of my favorite RPGs that I've ever played, and I think it was definitely my game of the year last year. I really loved SMT5. I thought it was awesome, or it was like 1 or 2. But anyway, yeah, SMT5 is absolutely incredible, so I highly recommend that. It is the old school classic SMT gameplay with a bunch of new twists thrown in there. Love the game so much variety, very beefy, long campaign. I mean, it's just great. It's just fantastic. So SMT5, definitely recommend that one as well. Next up are some games that are still very unique to this point that came out a number of years ago, and that is the Valkyria Chronicles series. Now, the original Valkyria Chronicles Remastered plus Valkyria Chronicles 4, there is a double pack that you can get for a very good price. That's usually $39.99. You get both of those games, both of them right in there, but now you can get it for $27.99. And I'll say this right now, that is probably the best value overall out of all of this here, because you get the original game remastered, which the original game, many argue, is still the best one in the series, and then you also get Valkyria Chronicles 4, which is also really good. One of my favorite strategy RPGs. It's really weird, or nice, more like a hybrid, because it's essentially a strategy RPG. You're on the map, it's full 3D and everything, but it's like a wartime one, and you can move in real time, but you have a meter that goes down as you move. So you have to really position yourself and make sure that you get the most out of your units during your turn. But it has kind of like the Fire Emblem vibe to it, because as you're moving too, enemies can counterattack, and you can counterattack as the other enemies are moving too. So it creates a really nice flow to the combat. I really do like Valkyria Chronicles. Love all of the games in the series, although they're not all localized here in the West, but these two are two of my favorite ones. And also, you can get Valkyria Chronicles 4, the complete edition, that comes with all the DLC that was released. Really good stuff there for 20 bucks. That's usually $49.99. It's now $19.99. So I highly recommend either getting Valkyria Chronicles Remastered plus Valkyria Chronicles 4, the double pack in there for $27, or just getting Valkyria Chronicles 4, the complete edition, for 20 bucks. You can't go wrong. You're going to get a ton of value with that. So there are some 3DS sales, which the 3DS stuff is really good too. You have all of the SMT games: Devil Summoner, Soul Hackers, Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor 2. You have Devil Survivor Overclocked, SMT4, SMT4 Apocalypse. All of those are also on sale for like $8 or under. Yeah, pretty much $7.99 for each one of those, and $8.99 for SMT4 Apocalypse. Those are all fantastic games. So yeah, check those out if you have a 3DS and you want some more RPG action. There's also other Atlas games, Persona Q2. There's also Etrian Odyssey. All those games are all on sale. But yeah, it's very good RPG sale here from Sega and Atlas. Highly recommend all of the games that I talked about there. Is there anything that you're planning on getting? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, now moving on to the next topic here. We got another classic game that I really like on the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 getting a native PS5 port. Yes, Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana is heading to the PS5 this fall, so that should be a pretty good enhancement of a game that already plays good even on the Nintendo Switch here. So publisher NIS American developer Falcom announced the action RPG Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana will launch for the PlayStation 5 this fall. The game first released for the PlayStation Vita in 2016, for the PlayStation 4 in 2017, for the Nintendo Switch and PC in 2018, and Google Stadia. I didn't even know there was a Stadia version of the game as well. So here's a little bit of an overview, because this is a high quality game. So for those who maybe missed it back on the previous systems, you can check it out on the PlayStation 5. So embark on an exciting Ys adventure. When Adal awakens shipwrecked and stranded on a cursed island, he and the other shipwrecked passengers form a village to survive and seek a way off the isle. Amidst this, Adal begins to dream of a mysterious blue-haired maiden. So here are some of the key features in the game. Blazing fast action, quickly switch between party members during high-octane combat to utilize their unique abilities and fend off fearsome beasts of Siren. Day and night, two souls, two sides of a coin. Your actions as a mysterious Dana may impact Adal's world. A world of exploration. Tons of side quests scattered throughout the isle to keep you engaged for hours, including fishing, trials, and more. And I was just about to say that if they didn't do that. The fishing is in there and it's absolutely fantastic. Now, you also have a Legend Reborn. Based on the PlayStation 4 release, this iteration of Ys 8 will include all previously released cosmetic downloadable content for the PlayStation 4 and PS Vita versions. So, pretty cool there. Yeah, maybe it's not the most comprehensive re-release out there, but it's still a very good game, and it gives PS5 owners the chance to play a native PS5 version of the game and everything. So I do like that. So what are your thoughts on Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana heading to the PS5, or what are your thoughts on the game just itself, to reminisce on the game? Like, what do you think about it? Did you feel that it was a great RPG back when it released? Have you played it yet? Do you plan on checking it out on any platform? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final topic here, guys. Dusk Diver 2, another RPG series heading to the West this summer. PS4, PS5, and also the Nintendo Switch. So Idea Factory International has announced that Dusk Diver 2 for the PlayStation 4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch this summer. North America and Europe. Don't have to worry about that, guys. Both of them are getting it right around the same time. So here's an overview of the game. Dusk Diver, very unique action RPG style of game. So Dusk Diver 2 continues the story of Yumo and her friends taking up arms once again to protect the human realm from dimensional evils that are converging on Taipei's bustling neighborhood and dark underworld. Who can Yumo and the Guardian Hulan trust? What consequences of their past will they face? Fight to find the truth and save the city once again. Here are the key features of the game. Unruly attack combinations, seamlessly switch control of 4 characters, each with their own movesets and strengths. Combine different support skills with your own to keep the enemies on their toes and your combo count high. New adventures, explore the real city, grabbing meals and takeouts for stat boosts before battle. Just watch out for the possessed and dimensional fissures. Play to your style, tailor your equipment, skills, and orb combinations to suit your playstyle. So pretty cool stuff there. It's got some real life Asian locations that you can go through, and a lot of content in these Dusk Diver games. So I'm excited to see exactly how this Dusk Diver game kind of shapes up to the previous one. I did play the first one. I thought it was pretty cool for what it was. So I'll definitely be checking out this second one when it heads to the West this summer. I'm guessing it's going to be like a June, July type of game or so, but we'll see exactly when they nail down that exact release date. I'll have an update for you guys. So what are your thoughts on all the different topics that we discussed here, from Chrono Cross to the big Sega Atlas sale, Ys, and more? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, click that notification bell, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.